Hello there, thank you so much for joining me on the Not Too Shabby's YouTube channel. My name is Terry and today I am sharing a card that I created using some products from the box of the month for June 2022. And this month's box is called Sunflowers and Honey. So let's get started. Okay, so before starting the card, I wanted to show you guys what's included in the ephemera packs. So look at all these cute little die cut pieces. For this particular card that I'm creating today, I am only using one of the beehives up above here, as well as a few of the little bees. Okay, so let's get started now. To create the background of my card panel, I am using a stencil from My Favorite Things. And when I'm using stencils, I like using my Make Art station. This station is magnetic, so it holds all your stencils down to your cardstock. As you can see here, I'm using the magnets to hold the corners down on my cardstock, as well as the stencil. So as I'm using my ink blending brushes and using my inks, it's staying put. So it doesn't wiggle around and I don't have to deal with the adhesive sprays, which I don't mind using for intricate stencils, but for just a simple stencil like this, having the magnetic station is very nice to have. So as you can see here, I am using two shades of blue ink. This one is Distressed Oxide and Salty Ocean, and Distressed Oxide and Tumbled Glass. I like using the darker shade on the outer area, and as I got in the center, I used a lighter shade. If you only have one shade of blue ink, you can just go a little heavier on the outer edges and just use a lighter hand when you go towards the middle. And since this is a water reactive ink, I went ahead and spritzed some water into my hand and I flicked that onto the card panel. Okay, now going in with the ephemeras, I'm just trying to figure out the placement on my card panel. So the beehive I know for sure is going to go in towards the center area. And then the little bees are just going to get scattered all around the card panel. And once I was happy with the placement, I went in with liquid adhesive and adhered it all down to the card panel. Now I wanted to add a little more interest onto my card panel. So going in with a black pen, I created a little string on the beehive. And I also went in and created little trail lines on all of the little bees. Then going in with the sentiment from the stamp set, I went ahead and stamped that onto my card panel using clear embossing ink. I then also went in and used my gold embossing powder and heat set that with my heat gun. I went in with a paintbrush and kind of brushed off some of the embossing areas. I didn't want to have all the little extras on there, I just wanted the sentiment, be happy. Then going in with one of the bee stamps in the stamp set, I stamped that onto my card panel. I am doing this to kind of fill out all of the empty spaces. Okay, so I went back in with the same black pen as earlier and created some trail lines onto these bees as well. Now going in with one of my stitch rectangle dies, I ran that through my die cutting machine. I like the stitch rectangle dies because it gives a little bit of interest onto the card panel. And after that was die cut, I went ahead and adhered it with liquid adhesive onto a top folding card base. Okay, so at this point, I thought the card was looking a little flat, and I'm all about dimension. So I went ahead and removed the beehive, and I adhered it with foam squares. So that just gave a little bit of a pop to the card panel. And to finish off the card, I went in with the sequins from the kit and just applied that with liquid adhesive throughout the card panel. And there you have it. The card is now complete. I hope you found this tutorial useful and please don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.